Hello, everybody. We're going to be starting in a few minutes. Just want to thank you all for joining, and those of you that are listening to the replay of the podcast, thank you too as well. Share this with your friends, and let's keep it going, folks. And if you don't mind, to take the time out to join the Yobis1Podcast group too as well. And you can see a lot of the replays that we'll be posting from now on in the group there. And we're going to give it a few minutes to get some folks on, let people know what's going on. Because this is live, so the original broadcast of this will be live. So that's why we sometimes try to wait a few minutes before actually diving into some of the material. But we want to thank you for joining. What's up, Cammy? What's up, Denise? Thanks for joining. Share this with your friends if you don't mind. We're going to get started today. We're just going to basically be talking about how we've been noticing these big companies jumping into social media. And I'm going to share a few tips. I know a lot of entrepreneurs out there and hardworking people out there are trying to carve their niches in life. I just want to kind of share some insight we've been coming across and noticing a shift in social media and business and things of that nature. So I'm going to give it a few more minutes, let some people jump on. I'm going to invite some more folks. And like I said, if you're listening to the replay of this, share this with your friends. Share these podcasts with your friends. We try to set up this platform so that people can just ride and listen to it. Listen to the audio. And I know sometimes a lot of people don't have that much time to just sit down and listen to or watch a video all of the time. So that's where a podcast becomes more convenient to listen to while you, I don't know, you might be cleaning up your room or something, or washing dishes, or driving in your car, or about to go to bed. Maybe you're at work, maybe you're at your business. And it's just good to have some good audios to listen to be insightful, encouraging, and also informative. And we're going to try to keep it a little fun too. We're going to invite some more folks. And while we're waiting, we just want to do a shameless plug to go to the Yobis1 store, the online store for entrepreneurs, and take some time out and download some of the content that we have there too as well. Some great content, some free content too. Help out in a lot of different subjects: business, life, family, all type of subjects. Well, thanks again, everybody, for joining. Share this with your friends. If you don't mind, I'm going to give it a few more minutes. Well, actually, not a few more minutes, just about another minute or so. I just want to give enough time so some of my friends can get on. And also, if you have any questions that you like to ask, just drop them in the comment section. And also drop some likes in there too. Press the like button so we'll know how we're doing and if you guys are enjoying these podcasts and things of that nature. And also, if you want to get on the line and do a podcast call, we've set up podcast interviews where we can set up a call and get you guys on. You can talk about your business, talk about your message, maybe things that you want to talk about, of what you want to be heard. And share your insight too with us in the world. And that way, Get your message out there, get your brand out there, get your business out there too as well. Let us know. Just inbox me or whatever, and one of us will get back with you. What's up, Mose? What's up, Rod? Just gonna do another podcast tonight. Today, wherever side of town or the country that you are on, thanks again for joining. Once again, if you don't mind, share this with your friends. You never know who may need to hear this too as well. Alright folks, we're going to go ahead and get started, and once again, if you have any questions, let me know too as well. Just drop it in the comment section. And also, if you guys have any insight you would like to share, leave in the comment section too. And also share this with your friends too as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So, got a few more folks coming on. What's up? Corazon, what's going on? I want to thank you all again for joining. Okay, so this is the deal, folks. Lately, I've been noticing this shift, and the interesting thing is, let's see where to begin. The interesting thing is, I actually heard some time ago about this movement that will be happening supposedly in the future. And the movement had to do with the competing for your business on social media. And when I heard this, I was just like, okay, how is this going to affect the regular entrepreneur, the regular person that is on social media that may be trying to sell houses, maybe trying to sell tomatoes, I don't know, whatever it is that you're trying to sell out there. Maybe you're doing an online business and you're selling insurance. Maybe you're a gym trainer. Maybe you sell downloadable digital coaching products such as the Yobis1 store, where you can download business coaching products and things of that nature. Maybe you're, I don't know, whatever business that you're doing. And I started hearing about big companies that will eventually move into social media. So basically the guy was talking about how important it is for right now to take advantage of social media, take advantage of the time that we are in right now, because the big wigs are not competing with us yet. And I'm going to tell you what really sparked this thought even more heavily now is we just came from the movies and started noticing these commercials. And Coca-Cola has this commercial going. I can't remember all of the content on it, but the thing that stuck out to me most is the way that the commercial was set up. And it was set up, excuse me, in a way that's similar to a social media post. It was set up into a way that, you know, how all of the videos that some of you guys see that we post on our pages, the live videos, the kind of casual videos that's talking about, you know, business, entrepreneurship, or whatever, the travel videos, business videos. But you notice, you know, there's just fun videos that we post all of the time. It's just kind of casual, kind of fun, but informative too as well, about business, life, entrepreneurship, and things of that nature. And they're interactive, and people can share them. People can, you know, talk to us live sometimes when we're on live. People can leave in the comment section their comments, then we respond to them. So it just creates this whole organic engagement through social media. And all in all, is to, you know, hopefully help folks, inspire folks, encourage folks, but also drive traffic to the store, so people can start downloading, you know, resources that they may need, insight, downloads, business coaching downloads that they may need. So when I saw this Coca-Cola commercial, it was similar to that. For example, like some of the guys, I could barely remember some of it because I was just so enamored by it all. I remember they were all talking in an office or whatever, just kind of casually though. It wasn't your typical quote-unquote super professional and animated commercial that looks like it's supposed to be on the Super Bowl or something. This was just a casual, fun, cool, laid-back video of people talking. And of course they were talking about Coca-Cola, and I guess how refreshing it was or something like that or whatever. But the thing that stuck out to me the most is that they kept emphasizing in bold text above the commercial video is 3 words: watch, share, and support. Now I thought that was really, really, really interesting. The reason being is because in the entrepreneurial world online, that's what we do. That's what we say. That's what we tell people to do. Is to share the videos. Watch the videos. Share them. And show support. So that was really, really, just really interesting seeing that, because I really started noticing how the bigger companies are now starting to move into that lane. So then I get to thinking about how important it is to really let people know that you need to start taking advantage of this now. Like, start taking advantage of the times that we are in right now, because the big wigs are coming. And I think about this because I'm going to go back to the original point of when the other young man was talking about this coming. What's up, Candace? We're basically kind of just covering a little topic that we've been thinking about lately, about how bigger companies are moving into social media and competing for our customers. So I was just explaining to people about how I was seeing these commercials, and it was a Coca-Cola commercial, and how it was similar to some of the videos that we do, similar to some of the posts that we do. And the thing is, like I said, that stuck out to me was the watch, the 3 words that it posted: watch, share, and support. So in essence, they know that they're going to gradually come into the social media world. What's up, Brad? Hope you had an awesome weekend too, my man. We're talking about how the big companies are coming into the social media world, and how for us as entrepreneurs out here, we really need to start taking advantage of this time, because when the big wigs come, they're going to be spending a whole lot more money than we are. But it's happening, folks. Like, the interesting thing is, it's happening. So think of it this way: whatever it is that you've been doing, keep doing it. First of all, keep going, because the big companies are coming. But if you start building your companies now, if you start building your businesses now, if you start building your social network pool now, you will be able to be established by the time they come. Because they're a little bit late to the game, because they really didn't take it that serious. A lot of people didn't take it that serious. A lot of people thought this social media world was not really going to be all of that big. Like, they really didn't really take it that serious, because they thought it was just going to be a fad. They thought it was going to be one of them things that come and go. They thought it was going to be one of those things that just becomes a trend. Maybe like MySpace or something. I don't know. But the point of it is, this is the time now to take advantage of it, because when you have already built up your social pool, that's really what it's about. Building up your social pool, building up your influence to where you will automatically have a market built. So when the big wigs do come, they're going to compete with you. Yes, they're going to compete for your customer. Yes, but people have already been attached to you. People already trust you. People already have bonded with you. People already know that you are for real. So that way they can eventually start doing business with you, regardless of who comes. So, for example, going back to the Coca-Cola commercial. Well, okay, when Coca-Cola starts really engaging Facebook or Instagram or just whatever social media platform. I don't know. By the time you run across this podcast, there's no telling what might be out, because we're going to be constantly reposting this. We're going to post this on different platforms. So maybe by the year 2025, I don't know, when you run across this again years from now, there's no telling what it'll be out by then. But the point of it is, by the time Coca-Cola comes to the social media world and really engages it, it's going to be tougher for you to compete with them if you don't start now. I want to really encourage folks to start now, because the way the blueprint works for social media and online business is that it's going to take at least around a year or two to start really building a really organic, connective, close niche social media influence pool that does business with you constantly. The reason I say that is because a lot of people are not telling people this stuff. A lot of people are telling us that you can make so much money within the first 90 days or 60 days or 30 days. Now, don't get me wrong. You're definitely right, Brad. 2 to 3 years a lot sometimes, man. I'm glad you know that. I'm glad you know that, buddy. But yeah, a lot of people are not telling us this. And what happens is, after the first 3 months, when we might have made a couple of $100 or two, but after that, things start slowing back down, and people burn out quickly. So then what happens is the big wigs come in Coca-Cola, for example, since that's what we were talking about, well, they're going to spend a lot of money on ads. And if you're spending $100 a month on ads, if you're spending $1,000 a month on ads, even if you're spending $10,000 a month on ads, it's still going to be pretty tough competing with a giant multi-billion-dollar company such as Coca-Cola. Because once they really start engaging, once these big companies really start engaging on social media, they're going to be spending $10,000 a day, $10,000 every few hours. I mean, if you think about it, there's people that I know that are spending, these people have nowhere near the amount of budget, advertising budget that a Coca-Cola has or something. But these people are spending $20,000 and $30,000 a month on ads. Now, true enough, they're probably making $100,000, maybe $150,000 back, or maybe 70, whatever it is. But the point of it is, a lot of us are not spending nowhere near that. A lot of us not even paying for ads. So what ends up happening is we will get washed out. Because by the time the big wigs come, they're competing for the same customer that you're competing for. That's why it's really crucial now to start building your social pool, your social internet influence now. Start building your business. Start doing something now. Because honestly, 5 years from now, I'm not going to say it's impossible by any means, but between the next 5 and 10 years, it's going to be tough if you don't already have some type of social media presence to compete. It's going to be tough to compete with these companies. Because if they're spending roughly, let's just say $1 million a year, that's going to be tough for you to compete with them if you're spending $10,000 a year on ads. Because they're going to be competing for the same customer that you are. Like if you're selling apples, well, you're competing with other social media people online to sell apples because the big wigs haven't really engaged it much yet. So that person is sitting in front of the computer or on their phone that, that buys apples to eat. You're competing for that customer. Just say it's bananas, whatever it is. But let's just say Dole comes into the game and starts selling bananas to that same customer that you want to sell apples and bananas to. Well, they're going to be spending $10,000 a day while you're spending $1,000 a month. Well, that's going to pretty much overshadow you, buddy. But if you start building up your pool now, start building up your influence now, start making genuine connections now. By the time they come into the game, you already have a pool of people that you can make a business with. Brad Finch, hope they know how to split test. That is crucial. I find going lives is the next best thing. You know what, Brad? That's actually an awesome point, man. Okay, Brad. So, folks, he makes an awesome point where he brings up about split testing and going live is the next best thing too as well. So let me belabor that a moment. That's a great point, Brad. Man, I'm glad you brought that up, man. So here's the thing, folks. Man, I can go all over the place. I'm trying to not go so long with these. I know people have to go to bed or go to work, whatever it is they're doing out there. Okay, first of all, with the testing, like, it's good to start testing now, folks. That's one of the things I think that is missing in the online world, especially those beginning stages, because a lot of us end up being so frustrated because we're not making any money in the beginning stages. And like I say, it may be even the beginning few years, we're not making the type of money we want to make. And there's comparative to the big wigs that we see online. And we don't know the value of testing. Like, you have to test. And honestly, some of those ads are not going to make you any money, folks. But you need to know that so you can finally eventually get to those ads that do make you money. Now, here's the challenging part, Brad. A lot of people don't really do paid ads in the beginning stages. I'm just being real. Like, I know a lot of people are such gurus and everything, but honestly, man, a lot of us are not out here doing a lot of paid ads. So let me go with your next point about going live, which is the next best thing. That's something that's very, very effective for people who just can't afford to pay for ads right now. Now, it still goes with what Brad said at first about the split testing, because you still need to test your lives. Like, you need to test your different styles, you need to test your different videos, you need to test your different messages, see what actually connects with people. That's something that's very crucial, because it will be tough if you start belaboring yourself for so long and not getting the effective results that you want. So, for example, let me think of something. Let's just say you I know. Let's just go with the soda one, since we're talking about Coca-Cola earlier. Well, let's just say you're selling, your name is Jane, and you're selling Jane sodas. And all of this is going to tie all together to what we're talking about, especially with the big companies too. It's going to tie in split testing, and it's going to tie in to the live videos too, of what Brad was talking about. So Jane is selling sodas, and she wants to start using social media to increase her business. So what happens is she starts doing live videos about how good her soda is, about how refreshing her sodas are. She starts doing live videos, excuse me, maybe outside, and just fun videos, but always talking about referencing her sodas, and then encouraging people to go to her website to buy her sodas and things of that nature. Well, the live videos alone are gaining traction, which is awesome. Then she still has to do some different testing to see which videos gain more views than the others, which videos gain more organic engagement than the others, which videos got more attention than the others. Now, in the midst of all of this, folks, this is going to take some time, because as she's making these videos, that's taking up time to make these videos. And then once again, the most precious thing that we have on earth is our time. So what ends up happening is she makes the first few videos, and they could be 10, 20, 30 minutes. She's putting in all of this work making videos, but only gets 1 or 2 bottles of soda sold from her website. Then she makes this other style of videos, and then for some reason it gets more attention, and then more traffic comes to her site. Then she gets 100 bottles of soda sold. That's where the value of testing comes in, because now she knows through doing different videos and testing, she knows which style is gaining more traction and gaining more views, which gaining more traffic to her site, which gains more sales. Now, even with that, there's a constant fluidity to testing, because the type of video that may work in 1997 might not work in 2007, and then it might not work, and that one still might not work in 2017, and then that style still might not work in 2027. So the point of it is, it's a constant testing too, to see what works, because as time goes on, different things that attract people change as well as time goes on. So it's very important to constantly be testing, even with your live videos. And that's a good way to go, because I mean, if anything, it's free, so that's definitely cost effective. Now, I'm going to tie that full circle back to the whole thing of the big companies coming into social media too. See, when Jane started doing her soda videos now for her soda store that's online, well, by the time 5 years from now, by the time Coca-Cola comes to social media, and they're spending millions of dollars for ads to social media. Well, Jane already has 10, 20, 30,000 people following her, like consistently. She might even have 500,000 people in her groups or something. I don't know. She might have email lists built up. There's a whole list of things to do that Jane could have done over time, the next 5 years, to build up her social media presence, her digital footprint, as we say, so that by the time the big wigs come, such as Coke, well, those thousands of people that she's already been in contact with and been in touch with and been connected with, they are going to constantly still be buying from her, because they already have a bond with her and her brand, Jane's Sodas. So that even by the time the big companies come in, her presence is still there. Now, this is not to say that the big companies still won't try to drown her out. Of course, they're going to still compete for that same person. Like that same person sitting in front of their computer, that same person that is on their tablet, that same person that is on their cell phone thinking about drinking a soda. Of course, the big wigs are going to try to spend enough money to compete for the attention of that same person that Jane and her soda company is competing for. The difference is, if she started now, 5 years from now, when they come on board with the big money, she's already connected to all of those people, or at least a sliver of those people, that she can still make a business, make a living, and take care of herself and her family off of. So that's really what this is about, folks. Like, really engaging and using social media now, like taking advantage of the right now. Because when the big wigs come, you want to already have your social media presence, have your brand and your business out there already, have your email list built already, have your groups up and going, have your social media pool connected to you already, and your brand, and for your brand, your product, or your service to already be known, so that way you can build your business, make a living, and take care of yourself, your family, and your future, folks. So just a little bit of something to think about for tonight. Just wanted to share that. Or today. or this morning or this evening, wherever you are. Like I said, we'll be reloading these podcasts. Not sure what side of the world you are on, or wherever you are. Just really think about this as you go throughout your day, as you're building your businesses, as you have been thinking about your business. Like, the biggest thing sometimes is to quit daggone procrastinating about building that business and just take a chance and go do it. And as always, if you need any help, contact us too. Inbox us. We have tons of great downloads that will help you out with that. Tons of insight to share with you at the Yobis1.com store, because it is the online store for entrepreneurs. And even if you're not thinking about starting a business, that's okay. Like, if you want to, keep working hard, work your way up, do it. But get into a job that you at least enjoy. That's really what it's about. Doing something that you enjoy and still being able to make a living and take care of yourself and your family and your future. Everybody's not going to do a business. Everybody's not going to start a business. I get it. But if anything, just want you to be aware of what's going on, so that way you can be prepared and don't be blindsided by what's going on, because it's going to be going on. Regardless if you act numb to it or ignore it, you're still going to be a part of it. It's just about choosing early, proactively, ahead of time, which part you're going to be playing. We always talk about the 5% and the 10% runs the 90% and all that stuff. Well, the only difference is the 5 and the 10% are just doing what the 90% don't do. They have the same brains. Well, don't get me wrong. Some people have different brains. I get it. Like, as far as neuron connections, I get into all that science stuff. Yeah, I know people can say that, yes. But the point of it is, everybody still got 24 hours a day. We can still use our brains. Majority, I say, majority-wise, the same way to some degree. It's just how we use it. They all still have synapses and brain connections and neurons, yes. And some are denser than others, yes, we know. But all in all, it's a lot about how we use our brains, how we exercise them, the choices we make, the information, ideas, the images, the audios, the content that we take in our eyes and ears, which goes into our brains, which in turn affects our decision making, affects our thinking, which affects our lives and the type of life that we create. So just a little something to think about, folks, as you go throughout your day today. And as always, we thank you for your time. Think about this, like, the big companies are coming, so start a business now. For those that aspire to start businesses. This is not forcing people to start business. I'm saying for those that have been thinking about getting into business and entrepreneurship, get started now doing something, because it's going to pay off. I want, for all of you that think that you've been putting in all this work and you still ain't made, $10, $20, $30,000 a month like everybody's saying that they do. Well, understand that is an unhealthy comparison, because those people that are doing that are making that type of money, I'm telling you, I know this, like, I'm telling you for real, that these people have been in the game for years, and they have email lists built up for years. I'm talking about, 20, 30, 40, 50. Some have 200,000 people in their emails. So anything that they post, they're going to get a bunch of likes. They're going to get a bunch of support. Anything that they sell, they're going to get a percentage of those people that are going to buy from them. So that means they're going to make a ton of money on anything that they sell immediately. So I want you all to know that what you're doing now does matter. It does matter. Keep doing it. Keep building it. Because I'm telling you, if you stay with it, 5 years from now, you're going to thank yourself. I know it doesn't seem like it right now sometimes, but you're going to thank yourself. And you're also going to be prepared for when the big weeks come, when the big companies come. See, right now, we have it easy kind of right now, honestly. Even if you're not making a lot of money, it doesn't feel like it's easy. But believe me, for what's to come, you have it easy. If you're selling sodas, you're not competing with Coca-Cola right now, like I was saying a minute ago. You're about to, though, because they're making videos right now. They're making commercials that are in movie theaters right now that are similar to our videos that we've been posting about getting people to share. They're going to be engaging social media pretty soon, folks. But what you can do right now is start using it for your business. So by the time they do come, you'll already be established. You already have a connection. You already have thousands of people that support you, that buy from you, purchase from you, that help you in business, and you help them. So I just want to really encourage you all to keep up the good work. Keep going for it, because it will pay off. And as always, if you need any help, contact us or inbox us. If you want to get on one of these podcasts and talk about your story, talk about your message, talk about your business, talk about your brand, inbox us and let us know. We'll set up a call. We can just do it right over the phone. We love just keeping it kind of casual and fun, laid back. Or just set up a quick call and you can talk about what you do. And start making more content to keep it out there. Stay in people's faces. I don't give a crap what they saying about why are you constantly posting and things of that nature. I used to get that stuff in the beginning. And you got to just delete your trolls, folks. Because everybody has their different styles. Everybody's the guru. Let them tell it. Because they want you to buy from them, which is understandable. I get it. I'm not knocking it. Because there are some, man, I'm telling you, there are some brilliant marketers out there. Keep doing what they're doing. Like, go for it. But for a lot of us in the beginning stages, when I say the beginning, I mean a lot of people out here have only been doing this. Just being honest. I don't care what it looks like on social media, but a lot of us out here have only been doing this for under 5 years. And I know that seems like, what? Under 5? Like, but in the online world, the ones that are really making it, they've been doing it 10 or 15 years. And those are the little nuggets that a lot of people are not telling people. This stuff takes some years, man. If I told you how long, I've been an entrepreneur and doing some of this stuff, y'all be like, what in the world, dude? Like, you don't have a jet yet? A private jet yet? Nope. Sure don't. Because it takes some time. And I've been doing it for some years. And I enjoy it, though. I love it. I mean, I'm not making $1 million a month, but I love it. I love it. So keep up the good work, folks. Keep doing it. It will pay off. And help out others, too. I think it's really crucial as entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs to really support each other and share each other's content. My gosh. I don't know what it is about this, I don't know, unspoken rule or something of not wanting to share people's content that you're actually interested in. Now, if it's something that you ain't interested in, I'm not, like, you don't have to be forced to share anybody's stuff. But some of the stuff y'all actually be enjoying, but just won't share it because, I don't know, man. Maybe the gurus have said that's unprofessional or something, or they might steal your customers or something. Man, look, there are 3.5 billion people on the internet. Believe me, I think that you don't have all of the products in the world to meet all of those people's needs. So if you see another entrepreneur that has a product that some people on your friends list might need, then share their content on your page. That's when it's about working together. So that way we can all win. Excuse me. So I guess I'll go ahead and get ready to wrap this on up. But I just want you all to know and remember, keep doing what you're doing. All of this hard work, this grinding, it will pay off. It will pay off. If you do what you're doing now for the next 2 to 5 years, 2 to 3 years or whatever, it will pay off. And you will be able to compete with what's to come. Because I'm telling you, after what I saw today, and this multi-billion-dollar company making videos similar to social media, I really said to myself, they are coming. And we have a perfect opportunity right now to take advantage of the business potential out here without competing with the big wigs yet. And like Brad said earlier, go live and do some split testing. But just start posting content. Make as much content as you can as possible. And also, just as important as making as much content, get it out there in front of as many people's eyeballs as possible continuously. Because if not, I don't care what the gurus tell you, but people will forget about you. Now, you're here, you're supposed to have value and give value, yes. And if you're, the thing is though, you're sometimes here, if you're giving value, people will automatically follow you forever. It's not always the case. Because everybody's giving value. A lot of people are giving the value. I mean, I say everybody, but a lot of people are giving value. So if you're not giving value constantly, like on a consistent basis, people will forget about you. Because they have what I call internet ADD. And eventually, people will forget. Now, they'll eventually come back to you later on once you start back posting and things of that nature. Yes, but you have to stay in people's... I don't give a crap if it's the same video of value. I know somebody... I can't remember her name, but she had some videos from like a year or two ago. And when I say these videos were of value, I'm talking about I'm talking about timeless videos that had great value and insight on them. If she was to share those videos right now, it would still be insightful and informative for some people. So the point I'm trying to make is share your content no matter how old it is, because if it is of value, it is of value, and it is of a timeless value. And the more and more you share it, the more and more your content, your brand, your business, your service stays in people's faces, and they do not forget it due to what I call internet ADD, thus driving traffic to your business over time. Once again, I know the gurus won't tell you this because they want you to post one video and think everybody's going to like it in the beginning. No. And then you're going to be wondering what's going on, what's going wrong. And they want you to maybe come back and ask them what's wrong, why am I not getting as much engagement and all this stuff or whatever. But the thing is, it's because you have to stay in people's faces. And there's different strategies of how to do it. There's different marketing strategies. And algorithms is constantly changing on social media. And learn from them of how to do it, yes. But the thing is, do it. And some of the most simple, free ways to do it too, right now, is to just keep sharing your stuff. Keep sharing your content. Keep sharing your videos. Keep sharing your audios. It really helps out more than you know. Regardless of what the naysayers say. Regardless of what the guru's telling you, you shouldn't share on your page that much. Yes, you should. Because if you're not spending $500, $1,000, or $10,000 a month on ads, you're not going to be making $50,000 a month, $70,000 a month, $80,000 a month. It's just not, the numbers just won't rack up like that. So the people that are making that know that they're spending $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month sometimes on ads. If you're making up over $30,000 a month of pure profit in your online business, a majority of the time is due to spending at least $10,000, $20,000, and $30,000 a month on ads. So until you're able to get to that stage, to get yourself out there, your brand out there, your product, your message, your service out there, you have to constantly share your content and make new content to share too as well. But even if you don't have new content to share, reshare your old content if it's of value, which I'm sure it is. I see a lot of you guys. I see a lot of you ladies and gentlemen's content, and it's some awesome freaking content. And then I'll be wondering, okay, where did it go? Because I'm just gonna be honest, some of that stuff needs to be reshared because I forget about it too sometimes, honestly. But a lot of that stuff is so good, it needs to be like reminded to people to watch it again. Because if you got a 10-minute, 15-minute video, even a 5-minute video, you thinking people are watching the whole thing? Nope, not in that first time. Because if somebody, let's say for instance I run across your video and I'm at Walmart or something, well, if I'm in line, I might not only get 30 minutes, I might say 30 minutes, I'm sorry, 30 seconds to a minute and a half of it until, it's time for me to come up to the register. Then I cut it off to pay for my groceries. Well, then by the time, I put the groceries in the bag and all that stuff or whatever, get to the car, going about my way, get a phone call, life goes on, I might forget about it. But if I re-see it later, I'm like, oh, that's that video I was watching the other time, because that person reshared it. It might be a day or two later, maybe a month later. Like, man, let me finish watching that video. Then boom, finish watching that video after they reshared it again a month later. And I might end up buying that product from them that they referred to. I don't know. It's just how things work out sometimes. But just the point of it is staying out there in front of people's faces, in front of their eyeballs. Because when the big companies come, when they start pushing into social media, they're going to be paying millions of dollars. And they're going to be staying in front of people's eyeballs. So it's time that you can do it as well. So alright folks, we'll wrap it on up. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it more than you know. This has been awesome. I just really had to kind of share this with some folks. And if you're watching or listening to the replay of this, we appreciate you too as well. Share this with somebody. Share this with some of your business friends or whatever. And just be a quick reminder, that's all. Because it's going to be happening. Regardless if we ignore it or not. It's going to happen. But like I said, if you start now, stick with it for the next few years. You build up your social media influence. Post your content constantly. Build your social pool. By the time the big wigs come, you already have been established. And you won't have to compete as much with them. So just something to think about, folks. But thanks for your time. If you need any help, contact me, inbox me. And if you want to get on a podcast, on an interview or a phone call or whatever to talk about your company, your business, your brand, or just your message, let us know too as well. And if maybe you just want to share some insight with somebody too as well, let us know. And also for all you entrepreneurs out there, leave your business link in the comment section below, because I'm always all about supporting other entrepreneurs out here. That's really what it's about. Putting all of us in a win-win position so that we all can win, we all can make some money, we all can take care of our families. I'm not really in the business of competing with everybody. I'm really about being harmonistic with everybody. Or as much as possible, at least. I mean, some people are just jerks. Okay, we get that. But just creating a win-win for all of us. So if you have a business, leave a business link in the comment section below. And as these podcasts are shared, other people can see your business and maybe contact you for business. So, but thanks for your time, folks, and go to the Yobis1.com store for the downloads too, as well as business coaching downloads there, personal development downloads too, as well. I got a good one called Entrepreneur Mindset. It's a free download that you can download straight to your phone or your tablet. But it's really all about the entrepreneur mindset. It's a really good one for beginners and also for people that just need some positive reinforcement for that mindset of entrepreneurship, and to remind them how to get through those somewhat tough stages sometimes, you know. And there's tons of good content there too that'll help you out along the way. Thanks for your time, folks. I'm going to wrap this on up. If you don't mind, share this with your friends. And if you want to get on the call, let us know too as well. And if you have any type of business you would like to talk about, let us know too as well. And also put your business link in the comment section. And let's keep this going, folks. Let's keep things going. Let's keep going for it. Keep pushing your business. Keep going for it, folks. Because I'm telling you, man, it will pay off. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate it. Really appreciate that positive feedback, Brad. Sometimes a lot of us entrepreneurs out here, we just being honest, a lot of us act so like we got it all together, man. But it gets rough out here, you know. We talked about that in some of the other ones about the realities of entrepreneurship. And it gets lonely sometimes. It gets frustrating sometimes. But I'm not going to lie to you, it's fun simultaneously because it's empowering. But it does feel like sometimes, I guess all of it has to do with because we're not really the majority. Then you have the celebrity version of entrepreneurship that everybody's making $1 million already. Nope, not the case. Not the case at all, folks. But the hard work that we put in is worth it because it's empowering. You get to control your own destiny, your own finances. And you're just not dictated as much by the economy or the bosses and things of that nature. So, but I really say all that to say appreciate the positive feedback, Brad. Because that positive feedback and that encouragement from you all is what helps keeps us going. I mean, even my friends and my people at the Yobis1 store, it really helps keep them going. Making more content to help people and keep going in business. So thanks for you all. Like I said, always more important than your money is you spending your time with us. So we really appreciate you spending your time with us. And we just want you all to really keep up the good work. Keep going for your dreams, because we always say if you don't go for your dreams, somebody's going to hire you to help them build their dreams, folks. And if you don't mind too, press the like button when you run across this. Even on the replay, press the like button. Let us know how much you like it, so we can kind of gauge how much more, what type to make, what style to make, what's really connecting to you all out there. So thanks again, folks. If you have any subjects you'd like for us to talk about in the future, leave it in the comment section too as well. And if you want to get on board too as well on a call, talk about your business, let us know too as well. And also go to the Yobis1 store, the online store for entrepreneur at Yobis1.com. Thanks, folks. Enjoy your day, your evening, or wherever you are. God bless. And as always, keep God first, your family second, and your community and your business. And your business will pay for it all. Take care.